Well, after the heartbreak of losing in the playoffs last season, we're back to try it all again after what I would say is our most successful summer for a long time. We've still got money in the bank. We can still sign players. But we've got our first 2 games of the season, and I'm expecting good things. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League. We are back with Season 7, I think, Season 7 of this series, and I'm going into it very, very optimistic that we can do well. I have tweaked the tactics, I've tweaked the training, I have been Mr. Tinkerman over the summer trying to extract everything that I can from this team. Leave a like if you do enjoy. Happy New Year, of course. Although by the time you're watching this, it'll already be 2024, very much 2024. But I realise I haven't said it over the last couple of episodes. So Happy New Year. We are ready to rock and roll. Obviously, yesterday it was a bit of a devastating episode, to say the least. That very unfortunate defeat in the playoffs, and you know, maybe we weren't ready for it anyway. So we go into this season hoping that we won't need the playoffs. I'm hoping to win the championship this season. That's my target. It's obviously going to be difficult. I'd love a cup run as well. We've actually put high collective win bonuses for the team for the league this year. I am throwing a lot behind it. We've upgraded the facilities over the summer. It's our last year at the First Cloud Arena. Let's make sure our first year in the Sir Robert Briggs Arena is going to be in the Premier League. That is what we need. Now, have they actually called it the Sir Robert Briggs Arena? Because it would be pretty hilarious if they have. Yes, they have. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. Now, I don't know whether if I got rid of his nickname, whether that would change. Let's have a little look. So he is, I think he's our loan manager. So obviously this isn't what you guys came to see, but let's remove his nickname. We will change it back. Don't worry. Yeah, it's still called the Sir Robert Briggs Arena. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, he still has his knighthood. Yeah, Sir Robert Briggs. Obviously, absolute legend. And you might notice we are now a club legend, which is really, really good. I don't think I've ever been a club legend before, so that is awesome. We haven't even had to win the Premier League to do that. We've obviously just achieved the highest ever finish. Ethan Wheatley is now an icon as well. We've brought John Shaw back to the club as a coach. He's obviously manager of Blythe Spartans in real life. It's all been a bit of a tumultuous time in Northeast non-league football recently. Obviously, South Shields have sacked Julio Arca. Still waiting for my call at the time of recording. Tommy Miller's left as well, South Shields, and Graham Fenton left Blythe. So John Shaw has taken over Blythe now. But yeah, we've got our opening 2 matches of the season. One against Carlisle at home, and then we take on Leyton Orient in the Carabao Cup, looking for our first victory in that competition. So I'm looking forward to that a little bit later on in this episode. But of course, we didn't do a transfer special over the summer, so I need to take you through all of our signings and quite a few outgoings as well. First signing of the summer was Tom Askey. He came in on a free transfer from Sunderland. Looks decent. He's just going to be a bit of a youth squad sort of bulk addition, I guess. The next signing was Sam Johnston. We brought him in. He's 36 years old now, but signed him for 140,000 from Crystal Palace. And what really attracted me to him was basically 2 years ago, he was a very high quality Sky Bet Championship goalkeeper, 23 clean sheets a couple of years ago and 18 clean sheets the year before that. kept 2 clean sheets in the Premier League last season. So definitely somebody that I think will be an improvement. Certainly in a backup sense, he is going to start out as our number 1. But we've got him and Evan Watts basically fighting over the number 1 jersey. On the outgoings, Adam Lewis has joined Ipswich Town in League One, £1.2 million. I thought that was a lot of money for a guy that only actually made 6 starts for us last season. And he was very good in League One for those 2 years, but last season didn't really do a whole lot. Only scored 2 goals all year, didn't get a single assist, and as I say, only 6 starts. So 1.2 million, absolute steal for us there, in my opinion. Cody Dramer, he's still not actually played. Well, he played 1 match for Norwich last season. Doesn't look like he's going to really be featuring too heavily for them in the Premier League. If you look at their squad, he's not some... Oh, he has moved into the first team now. This is interesting. Last time I looked, he was not looking like he's going to feature. So we might be able to pick him back up in January. Who knows? But we've also brought in Jamal Gonzaga, definitely somebody I'm very happy to sign. He's a 24-year-old Dutch attacking midfielder. He comes in 4-star ability, 4-star potential. He was at AZ Alkmaar last season, has been at West Ham over the last few years, but played down at this level with West Brom and Cardiff and has done pretty well for both of those teams in those seasons. But comes from PSV Eindhoven originally. But yeah, looks like a good player. Very, very happy to sign him. We've signed Luis Gustavo on loan from Chelsea. He is going to be our Chelsea loan player this season. 2.5-star ability, 5-star potential. Definitely somebody that I think can go and score goals. Joined Chelsea last season, scored 6 goals in 13 starts in their reserve team. So excited to see what he can offer. We've then signed Yankuba Minty, 25-year-old Gambian right winger, can play on the left-hand side as well. Already worth 25 to 31 million pounds. Very excited about this signing. Obviously, he's played for Newcastle in this series, but has been spending time on loan at Copenhagen. Doing a good job there. He's a good Championship player, will become a good Premier League player in the future, and is only 25. We also signed Will Hughes on free transfer. 34 years old now, Will Hughes, but still got some good attributes. Certainly good at this level. He's been playing for Luton in the Championship the last 3 years, but before that was at West Ham in the Premier League. And I think doing a good job in the Premier League. He's still a good player. Still feels quite young, does Will Hughes. Obviously, we all remember trying to sign him when he was a young player at Derby County. But decent Championship level, definitely good backup to have in defensive midfield. And a former Sunderland player, Jack Whittaker, who of course we had on loan for 2 seasons in League 2 and in League 1, played very, very well for us. Never actually got to play for Sunderland. Spent last season on loan at Leyton Orient, who we are playing later today, but comes in as a good National League player. I think is better than that, really. 3-star potential, and I think will be good backup for us this season. On the outgoings then, Daniel Bachmann has gone, had a decent season last year, was our number 1 goalkeeper for half a season, but it's time for him to move on. He's gone to the Bundesliga and joined whoever they are for £63,000, and Ollie McBurney has gone to Dundee on a free transfer. Didn't really work out for him. Joined us in January. Didn't make a start, didn't score a goal. It just didn't quite work out for Ollie McBurney, but he's gone back home to Scotland, and hopefully he will find himself again there. So there's still money to spend. We've still got wage budget, still got transfer budget, but I'm very, very happy in general with our signings this year. And you can see in terms of where the media think we're going to finish, they're predicting us 20th this year, which last year we were, I think, about 1,000 to 1 to even stay in the division. They were backing us to be completely embarrassed. We finished 3rd last season. Coming down to join us, Reading, Blackburn and Wolves. So I don't think anybody too scary this year. West Brom have come up from League One. They're one of the favourites to finish in the top half. But I do think that this could be our best chance. You look at that league and you think the people that were really scary last season, the likes of Norwich with their cheating team, Leicester City and Nottingham Forest, who were all, Premier League staples, they're all gone now. I do think we can win the league this year. I've got a genuine belief of that. Sunderland are third favourites for promotion, and we know that we've got their number. So I'm pretty happy. Wolves are looking strong. Bournemouth are strong again, but yeah, I'm just really, really delighted about all of this, and fingers crossed we can get a few more signings through the door next season. In terms of training, we have gone with a different approach. I never usually change what I'm doing for 2 match weeks and 1 match weeks, but I have gone and changed that. I've looked into training a little bit and trying to get the best out of the players constantly is what we're looking at. These are some of the schedules that we've put in there, so you can have a little look at them. There's our 1 match week 1, 2 match week 1, and then a pre-season / rest week. Lots of physical training in there to try and appease the players when we have a little bit of time in the schedule to stick in some extra physical training. In terms of tactics, I've done what you guys have suggested and got our defensive tactic just built into there. Therefore, the team should be training that up and getting us ready. Set pieces is probably the next thing I want to work on in terms of trying to fine-tune where we are going with that. So let's have a little look at the team for the first match of the season. Sam Johnston will start in goal with Chamadeu, Naroki, Hughes and Target in an unchanged back four. Will Hughes and Sam Raksaki will start in defensive midfield with Minty, Gonzaga and Adingra starting behind Ethan Wheatley up top. That is probably the last piece of the puzzle in terms of our improvements, is getting in somebody to be a backup to Ethan Wheatley, because when he is not playing well, we really struggle. And that is something we have definitely noticed over the last few years. So Jack Whittaker is wanted by Newport County. He'll probably get his debut today, I would imagine. But taking on Carlisle, who are still surviving at this level. I think this is their 4th year in the championship now. It's they're becoming a bit of a championship staple, actually, and certainly lower half of the championship. But they'll be fancying a chance at having a tilt at reaching the playoffs at some point, and maybe even getting themselves into the Premier League. Here's Gonzaga with a free kick and hits the post immediately. What a start for us there. And hopefully Gonzaga will be a good set-piece merchant. There goes Target with the cross towards Adingra. He didn't get there. Wasn't quite on the same wavelength. Chamadeu tries to get it forward again, but doesn't manage it. Here is Target with another corner. He whips it in. It's headed up in the air, headed away. And now here's Chamadeu. Is he going to shoot? No, he's still pushing forward, though. And that is cleared now. And Naroki is going to chase after it. Here is Naroki. Gets it to Brody Hughes now. Brody Hughes sprays it out wide towards Minty. Minty back to Chamadeu now. Chamadeu, what's he going to do with it? Still going here, Chamadeu. Gets it back to Will Hughes now. Will Hughes into Minty. Oh, it's a penalty, Jeff. It is a penalty, Jeff. And who is going to step up and take it? It's going to be Will Hughes, our brand new signing. Obviously playing in Isaac Hayden's position, takes the penalty. Oh, and he's missed it. That is very, very annoying. Here's Matt Target then. He whips it in, headed away. But yeah, what we don't need is Will Hughes to have a bad start to his South Shields career. We really don't need that. And missing a penalty, that could contribute to it. But we certainly do seem to be on top at the moment. Here's Naroki on the ball. He gets it to Hughes. Hughes back to Naroki. Naroki now to Target. Target forward to Raksaki. Here's Wheatley now with Adingra. Adingra, oh, that was a brilliant piece of play. Couldn't quite finish it off. And I have tried to bring Finlay Williams back, but he's actually joined. Sunderland on loan, funnily enough. He has targets, gets it back now to Chamadeo over the bar. Unlucky. Very unlucky. But we're doing quite well here. I mean, 11 shots in the first 15 minutes. That's quite impressive, isn't it? And hopefully we will continue with this free-flowing attacking play and go and grab a goal here. We do deserve it, I think. Here's Williams with the throw. Gets it to Gamble. Heaven. Oh, and now here's Gonzaga. Gonzaga with a chance over the bar. Oh, my word. This is crazy. We are playing some awesome football. I mean, honestly, it could have been 5-6-0 at this point. But hasn't quite happened that way yet. Here's Chamadeo with the throw. Minty on the ball, gets it to Hughes. Minty again. Minty with a shot. Is it going to go in? How? He has target on the left-hand side. How did that not go in? Oh, and here we go. Here's the FM. Carlisle are going to score here, aren't they? We've absolutely dominated. They're going to get one chance and score it. Apparently not. Here's a Dingra on the counter-attack. Go on, son. Go on, Simon. And he's absolutely going for it here. What a run this is from a Dingra. Whips it in. Wheatley's there. Wheatley with the header, and Wheatley scores. Ethan Wheatley gets us off the mark, and Simon Adingra, very, very well-deserved assist there with that run, gets us 1-0 up. Oh, my word. We have been awesome in this first half, and finally we get over the line with a goal. Excellent from Ethan Wheatley. Good header. Makes it 1-0 just before half-time. Wow, oh wow, have we been impressive in that first half. And that is, I'm kind of happy now that we didn't get promoted, because we've got a chance to really build the team this year. Give them another year on the legs, and fingers crossed it will all work out very nicely. They've had to take off their goalkeeper as well, who was playing an 8.6. I mean, that is very unlucky for Carlisle. I think we do need to make some changes, though. Minty's going to come off. We're going to put on Mully. Gonzaga's going to come off for Aaron Ramsey, who is, quite within his rights to feel hard done by that he's not started this game. Will Hughes hasn't had the best of times, so we are actually going to bring on Jack Whittaker for his debut. So there we go. It's still only 1-0 though, so we can't be too cocky about this. We do just want to see some of our other new signings, see them come of age. Here's Alston. He clears it. Header down from Fieldson, but then that was lost. But Raksaki has won it back. Good start for him. Raksaki forward to Mully. Mully now in the area. He gets it in towards Aaron Ramsey, who scores within, 2 minutes of coming on? And, how do you get him and Gonzaga into the same team? I suppose you probably play them both in midfield, in the centre of midfield, and have just one defensive midfielder. That could be one way that you do it. Right, okay. Matt Target has picked up a knock, so I'm actually thinking we're going to switch this up a little bit. We're going to play 3 at the back. And we're going to play 3 defensive midfielders. Jack Whittaker is going to be a deep line playmaker, and we're going to bring on Isaac Hayden. I think that sort of makes sense. A 3-3-3-1, I guess this is now. Here's Ramsey. He whips it in. There's Hughes. Oh, it's in. Oh, well, what a header from Brodie Hughes. And Aaron Ramsey, he is showing us why we should have been starting him. That was an awesome delivery from him. And Brody Hughes at the other side, far post, heads it in. It makes it 3-0 against Carlisle, and that moves us up to second place as it stands. It would be nice to go and get another one. We're actually going to go attacking here and try and get a fourth. Be awesome to be top of the league after the first day. And then the challenge is trying to stay there. Here's Kuro. Gets it forward, but Brody Hughes cuts it out. Now gets it back towards Johnston. Here's Naroki. Oh, that's a poor pass. And could have been worse, but Hughes got it. Here's Dingra. Gets it forward to Wheatley now. Wheatley back to Fieldson. And this is a very interesting formation, isn't it? We've sort of got 6 central defenders almost. Here's Hayden. Hayden gets it to Ramsey. Is Ramsey going to go over the top? Whittaker goes over the top to Adingra. Adingra back to Raksaki. There's Wheatley. He scores. That's going to be offside though, I think. Is it? No, I don't think it is. 4-0. South Shields 4, Carlisle United 0. And Ethan Wheatley with a second goal this season already. And well, we've got a highlight here. It would be a big shame if we didn't get a clean sheet. Here's Jeji. He's going to go for glory, just wide, unfortunately for him. And that was Carlisle's best chance. The full-time whistle goes 4-0 on the opening day of the season. And you have to say, we were awesome there. We were absolutely awesome. And got to be happy with that. Top of the table after first round of matches. And yeah, we've got to be really, really pleased. Johnston keeps a clean sheet on his debut. And Miller's pleased for the supporters. So let's see how we get on in our Carabao Cup match against Leyton Orient. Okay, a couple of changes for the match against Leyton Orient then, just to try and mix it up a little bit, rotate the squad. We've brought in Jack Whittaker to give him a chance in the Segundo Volante position. We've changed the role of Yakuba Minty, and Luis Gustavo gets his first start. Everything else stays the same. So let's get ourselves into it. It's going to be, I think, quite a tricky match at Leyton Orient, away from home. And obviously, we've not won in this competition yet, so it would be nice to have a bit of a cup run in either this or the FA Cup. We obviously struggle with both those competitions, and in our time, we've just not managed to have the luck in those competitions yet. So, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get over the line today. It was a very impressive performance against Carlisle United, of course, and if we can, even be half as good as we were against them, then you would imagine that we will get past Leyton Orient quite comfortably. But they will be playing very defensively, trying to keep our players out, and you can see we've got a lot of the ball. We've got most of the match momentum here, but we're not quite creating chances yet. So we are going to go attacking to try and up the ante a little bit. Here's Target. He whips it in, and that's headed up. And here's Naroki now. Naroki gets it into Minty, and that's over the bar. And Minty's going to take a little bit of time to settle in, but you feel like once he has settled in, he is going to be a very, very good player. Here's a Dingra. Tried to go for it there. And the reason why is Minty, of course, hasn't really had that much first-team football over the last few years. So he's going to need to get back up to match sharpness. There's Luis Gustavo. It's 1-0, but I think he's offside. Good finish, though. Very good finish. And, we need to see sooner rather than later whether he's going to be a suitable rotation option for Ethan Wheatley. We've seen Ethan Wheatley's back on form. 2 goals in his opening match this season. There's Jack Whittaker with a decent idea. And I think he is a bit of a wild card for signing of the season, actually. I know rating-wise, he's not going to look like he's doing that much. But from how he played for us in those years in League One, I think he could be absolutely awesome. Here's a Dingra now with a chance to whip it in, and Luis Gustavo, well, that was a big chance and missed. Here's Oyakuni, gets it out to Williams on the right-hand side. That's a really terrible touch. That takes it out of play. It'd be nice to get a goal just before half-time, because we want Leyton Orient to have to open up a little bit, and then we can hopefully take advantage of that weakness. Here's Chamadeu on the ball. He's lost it, and well, here's Oyakuni with a shot over the bar. Wow, and that was close. Well, here's Williams with a free kick. This is a dead ball situation. A chance for Leyton Orient. With the shot over the bar, it goes. And they will feel like they have to take those chances if they're going to have a chance today. But we are controlling possession. Let's keep that going into the second half. You feel really our superior fitness and quality should show through fairly soon. Adingra into the middle. Here's Target. Target now finds Minty with the shot. It hits the bar and it's away. And Minty once again, bit unlucky there, but should be doing better with that chance. Here's Tanga. He whips it in. Header away by Naroki. Chamadeu is chasing after it. A good interception by Gonzaga here, but end of highlight. We haven't had a single shot on goal yet. Or on target, I should say. Here's Will Hughes with a free kick. This would be a nice little bonus. Oh, it hits the post. It was a good shot, though. Good to see Whittaker. And here's Target. Now here's Chamadeu. End of highlight there. And I think now we need to think about some changes. Mully's going to come on. Ramsey's going to come on. We're going to give Glatzel a chance up top. And Whittaker's going to come off for Kilkenny. We'll swap them two around. Well, we know we won't. We'll keep it like that. That's fine. We don't really want this to go to Penno Jeffs. We want to get this done in 90 minutes. Because Penno's, it could go either way. It really could. So 20 minutes left. We are going to go very attacking. It's a bit risky. But I think we have to try here. We've only got 10 minutes left and we've absolutely dominated this match, and this is kind of how it went against Carlisle, and it took the first goal to really spring us into life, but I don't see us being able to do that here. We've got 3 minutes of added time and it is going to be 0-0 here. And it's going to go to Penno Jeffs, and that is absolutely not what we want. We've not got very good penalty takers. Yeah, Dingra, yeah, Kilkenny, that all looks pretty good to me. Relax, pick your spot, and don't change your mind. And let's go and win these penalties. But, yeah, a bit of a problem that we weren't able to get over the line there. But hopefully we can get over on penalties. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit embarrassing for us. Here's Will Hughes. Missed his first penalty for the club. Scores his second penalty. Good to see. Right, here's Brown. He's going to step up. And we've got a top-class goalkeeper in Sam Johnston, so I am expecting that he can pull off a save if we need it. Here's Naroki. Oh, he's missed. He's missed. Well, I think that's going to be Leyton Orient through. Well, penalties are just not our forte, I'm afraid. 3-1 Leyton Orient. We absolutely need to score this one. It's going to be Simon Adingra who steps up. And he scores. That was a good penalty. Right. Come on. Need to save this one. If we can save this one, we've still got a chance. Edwards steps up. It's scored. So I think we can say goodbye to the Carabao Cup once again. And I think this is the third year in a row that we're going to go out on penalties. And I'm honestly trying to rack my brains of, have we ever won a penalty shootout in this series? It's Glatzel. He steps up, scores it, to be fair. But this penalty would send Leyton Orient through. And even if they miss this, we've got to score the next one. It's going to be Barton that steps up. Can Sam Johnston be a hero here? Come on. Barton steps up and scores. Oh, dear. All right. I mean, that's a really terrible result for us to go out on penalties to Leyton Orient. That is not a match we should be losing. Anyway, we've got a bunch of players we're bringing in on trial to see if they'll do a decent job for us, but that's an embarrassment, isn't it? And the board aren't going to be happy with that. You know, they wanted us to be competitive in the Carabao Cup. We should have been getting a bit further than that. It does allow us to focus on the league for a little bit, and yeah, I suppose that's what we'll do. But we will be back, I think, for Luton and Derby County next time out, and hopefully we will have got back into some sort of form. What I want to see is, have we ever won a penalty shootout? We obviously lost against Luton Town, lost against Stoke that season. I think we lost against Stockport County there. We did win against Rotherham in that one. I think we lost, was it to Swansea in our first season? Yeah, there you go. Lost on penalties there. Lost on penalties there. This is pretty ridiculous, actually, when you look back. Yeah, we have always been pretty bad at pen or Jeffs. You know, no penalty shootouts in those seasons, but I think we've only won one in the whole series. That's a bit of a problem. Something we should probably try to fix before we try and win a Champions League, I think. But anyway, that's where we'll leave it for today. Tale of two halves, as football is, of course. But if you have enjoyed it, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.